children of all ages. I'm Nick.
And I'm Tim.
Coming at you live from the States, sort of, by video. And today we're continuing March Guitar Madness.
If you can handle it.
Exactly. Where, to summarize, I fought too many guitars. Last year was a great year. We had a lot of fun. You guys are horrible enablers, and I had to sell off some stuff just to keep my wife happy.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, I'm blaming you, really. I'm just going to offset all sort of personal responsibility in this. So I'm selling off some, but putting up 8 guitars. Only 1 guitar will stay. The other 7 will sell. You guys will choose which one. We put them head-to-head. There are 4 first-round videos. In this one, we're going to bring a known quantity, which is this guy. This is a Michael Kelly Valor to Americana. It's like, as I said, I think in the last video, it's like a PRS, got drunk and had sex in a bar with a Telecaster. Unprotected sex, folks. I know. And this is kind of what came out. It's pretty cool. My little guy accidentally bought this guitar on eBay, and I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. I love Michael Kelly's. I guess I'll just keep it and pay for it. But she, she's got... I love neck mini hums because they just sing. She's out of tune. Hold on, will we cut this out?
If you're into Amber and you're into...
She'll be on the main stage at 3 o'clock. Sorry.
That was a good one. I walked into that. No, but if you like flamed maple amber tops, this one's right up your alley. And the inlays are quite beautiful. They almost look like little flowers, are they?
I don't know what they are. But here,
stemless.
We'll go in close. It's they're kind of funky little things, little flowers, stemless flowers. There's that top. It is a really pretty carved top. Knobs are recessed into it. Comfort, smooth, no line, awesome cutaway stuff. That nice, tasteful back. The previous owner swapped it out for locking Planet Waves tuners, Spurzels, locking Spurzels. You can still see the holes from the other ones. They had Grovers originally. I guess someone really didn't like Grovers. And a kind of a cool headstock. So
it does definitely look like the offspring of a Tele mating with a PRS.
Yeah, it's a little different from all of it. So it's a cool little guitar, and it balls from the, unlike some Teles, this isn't a limp pickup. It's got some nice balls there, and even in between. They're ballsy.
I liked all of those settings. The middle one was very interesting.
Anyway, she's a
I like the how the difference of the back to front. The finish is nice on both.
Yeah, there's definitely a nice contrast.
A lot of guitars on the back, they just go with a solid color, but that's actually, it's got some grain in there.
You can see through it. It's cool. It's in pretty good shape. A little bit of surface scratching that'll buff right out. One small little dingy thing in the front, super small, and probably even cover that up pretty easy with a little light brown marker. So cool guitar. We have another video up. We'll put the link right about so you can see the full review of this guy. But the more important one, so this guitar here, this is an Alex Chase Cobra. The actual model name is Lost to History. But it's like a cherry sunburst, quilt top, stop tail, tunematic, Gibson length scale. The body is slightly smaller than a Les Paul DC.
Look at that Cobra.
The Cobra is totally ripped off from Carroll Shelby, which, there you go. And a nice Alex Chase inlay, which looks a lot like some band's logo.
Are these stock tuning heads? Because they're really interesting.
Everything on it is that powder-coated, like anodized looking metal type deal.
I like it, though. It's different. It doesn't look
neat.
bad. Sort of like a less. It's not as shiny chrome. It's like a flat.
And then if you look at the
finish.
No, it's nice. And Gibson just did it in some 2015s. The other thing with this is it's got really nice abalone shell inlays that are like vivid. The story with Alex Chase, quick, and then we'll get to tones, I promise.
Quite vivid.
The story with Alex Chase is it was a guitar shop in Nashville, and this was their store brand. They farmed it out to one of the good Korean manufacturers 10 years ago or so. And they made a bunch of these, and they sold them, and they tend to sell varying amounts of money. But they're high-quality, cool guitars. The shop, Alex Chase is the name of the owner's two sons, Alex and Chase. The shop burned down. It was a horrible thing. I read in one of the forums, and the guy's like, yeah, it was just like charred wreckage of guitars, 400 guitars lost, something like that. Thousands, millions at this point. The legend grows. Anyway, they didn't reopen. They're gone. They're lost. So I found this actually in the used rack at Guitar Center for cheap. And I had to bring it home, but it's just a little too small of a body for me. I'm 6'1"-ish, and it's very compact. It's cute, but it's a really well-built guitar. And then listen to the tones that come out of it.
Cool. Articulate. And then,
Very nice.
So, for a very cheap guitar, it performs,
It's got good pickups. I'll
Actually,
tell you.
it doesn't feel cheap. I mean,
No.
This thing it's solid.
I recently bought a Dean made in Korea that's got just a wonderful feeling neck, substantial thing. And this thing feels like it's made in the same factory. And I have no idea which factory made these.
They didn't make them in Tennessee.
No, they're a Korean guitar. The shop was in. They farmed it out. But they're cool looking guitar. Like I say, if I was built like Bono, I'd still rock the hell out of this all the time because it wouldn't feel. Maybe it wouldn't feel so big. I don't know. It's just it's a small
Give this
size.
to your teenager who's learning, and they'd be quite psyched.
Oh yeah, it's a great looking top, and it's
like molten lava.
It's a pretty inexpensive guitar, all things considered. So that one, it actually, this is an interesting thing because this one, both of them are very pretty guitars. Both of them play well, just neither of them are quite my speed.
Yeah.
They're great things. This guy also has strap locks on it. That one has standard strap pegs. So anyway, it's an interesting combination. We'll go to Tim. Tim, if you had to choose between the two, which...
I haven't played that one. I like this. I really do.
Yep.
I mean, give it to either... I think even someone who's fairly experienced but just small built would still like it. Or,
I think it's not just Muddy Hum. That's what I like about it. Yeah. It's not just a Les Paul.
But you're not going to get tripped up and fumbling over a bunch of knobs and stuff. It's a real simple layout. Even a kid who's learning or who wants to bust out some punk rock or something, they can do that. Or you could play,
and it's got a blippin' Cobra. A Cobra on the World of Inlays. I don't know of any other Cobras.
A Cobra.
What's more metal than a Cobra? Come on now.
Let's hear this thing clean for a minute. But for real short dough, and you put it maybe someone who
it sounds, and I don't have a Marshall set up.
Isn't
you push it through a Marshall? It's
yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. So
I can get real persnickety with it. It is what it is.
No, it is,
and it's got a freaking Cobra on it.
And I'm remiss. That was actually one of the hardest ones to choose for this to put up to potentially get sent off. Because it's just cool.
Yeah.
and there aren't many of them. Like, it's a neat little thing. Anyway.
And if it falls off the stand or something,
it's not the end of the world.
It's not a big worrier.
And this guitar is at least twice as expensive as that guitar. This might go for $250, $275. I bought it for just over $3. That was that'll probably go for $150, $200.
I figured out that I'm great at figuring out what you could change to make me like something better.
Yep.
And I think it's just PRS shapes are odd to me. If that second horn, see if you
was solid, like just round it.
They brought it out to that one, and it was like a double cutaway. The thing would look so much cooler, I think.
Yeah, yeah. If they just made it like my hourglass.
Yeah.
like my. I don't have one handy.
This is almost like a handle or something.
Yep.
It's a little bit odd.
Sticking to your exercises. That's all. It's just
actually, again.
Different
it's
strokes.
all about value and whatnot. The pickups in this, I think, sort of blow this out of the water.
Yep.
Now that I think of it, when you were playing it, it sounded great.
It's a big warm, and some of that's the amp. I am going through a rather nice drive channel on the amp, but the pickups they're nice. The amp just kind of carries your guitar. Someone just
you want something different that sounds great, right? Stock. I'd go with that. If you want something maybe you don't have to worry about as much that still sounds good and has a Cobra on it and molten lava.
If you want to Marshall, if you want to push your guitar, this one's probably the best one. If you want a Fender, if you want to push a Fender around, this one's a good one. I should have probably put like California, like if you want to push your Fender.
I like the shape of this and I like the finish.
Yeah.
Over the flamed maple. But I just think that one's got a more interesting tone because you've got your mini hum in a single coil. This is more classic humbucker. They're both nice.
Cool shit. All right. So, obviously we can't decide. So we're going to leave it up to you. Vote. Choose your thing.
You make the call.
Comment down below. Hopefully you enjoy this. Yeah. And we'll have the next round. Liam and I are going to do the next round. So Tim and I are recording all of round 1 in one day. Liam and I can do the other ones as we tally the votes. And then we're going to have the final round is going to be a live show. It'll be the first live show that I do on my channel. So that should be cool. With that, I've been Nick.
And I'm Tim.
And obviously we have issues. Take care, folks.
See ya.